Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at the corner of Marcella and Ritchie Street, and I want to point this intersection out to you guys because it's supposed to be a stop sign here, which there is. There's a stop sign over there. There's no stop sign there. So that means the cars coming this way could either go left or right without stopping. Now what happens is, a lot of times they almost hit the cars coming out of here if they're going left. And if you notice, no one really stops. It's more like a rolling stop than anything else. And the other thing that's concerning, there's no stop bar. There's no crosswalk. So if somebody wanted to stop and cross, there's literally nowhere for them to start or begin. And I called the city about 2 years ago about this, and they have nothing about it. So I'm at a point now where it doesn't make sense calling them because they're unaccountable. All I can do is document what I see and say they already been put on notice based on what's been happening. So just want to show you how this intersection plays out. This is a very busy intersection, especially when it's a lot of traffic. Right now it's light traffic, but you can just kind of get an idea of what's going on. I asked them to put a stop sign on that side over there, so it's a three-way stop. And up until this day they haven't done it, so we'll see how. And most cars don't stop here, they go right through. And even if they do stop, there's no reference point to where they should stop at because there's no stop bar. Like typically when you have a stop sign, there should be a stop bar and then the crosswalk. The other thing somebody pointed out to me too, there's no ramp. If this is someone's driveway right here, so this doesn't count. There's no handicap accessible ramp from this side to over there. And if you're handicapped or you're disabled on the wheelchair and you want to cross this street, and theoretically this should be the crosswalk right here, and if I'm going to cross, I'm met with a sidewalk with no ramp on the other side, no on this side. Like this young lady right here, she wants to cross. Which way is safe for her to cross? Like I said, it's real busy and it's hectic, but you kind of get an idea. So in saying that, there's no ramp on the side other than way over there, and that's not an accessible ramp on this side of the cross. So there's no ramp here, but you walk way over here to the ramp. But the question is, over there's no ramp. So you can't rely on someone's driveway to be a handicap ramp, and this is too far from the intersection to be an accessible ramp. So why this area is not accessible for handicapped and disabled people? And there should be a stop sign right here, stopping the cars from flying into that main intersection like that. See, he's stopping because he's out of courtesy, but theoretically he doesn't have to stop if he has the right of way. And the city of Boston is well aware of it. They've been. Matter of fact, I think I did a couple of videos on this one. I think I did at least 1 or 2. Just want to show you what goes on. So, put yourself in the handicapped person's position on the wheelchair. You're on this side of the sidewalk, and you want to get over there. What do you do? Run to somebody's driveway? Will you risk getting hit for a car coming out, or how do you get on that sidewalk? How do you get off this sidewalk? Do you just have to go all the way over here to get off and roll in the street to get over there? How do you get over there? Like, how do you get over there? And they spent a lot of money doing a lot of handicap ramps over, more than once. Some of them they did over twice and 3 times. This one has yet to been done over at least once. All the new handicap ramps have those like those yellow anti-skid pads on them. This one, as you can see, is the same old one. Never been addressed at all. And even if you were to utilize this ramp, you have a driveway that you can use as a ramp, but that's a private driveway. That's not a city of Boston ramp. So the question is, where's the handicap ramp for the handicapped and disabled? Especially over there. There's none over there at all that's accessible. So everybody's looking at me because naturally they're going to slow down because they're being recorded. But they come flying through. One day I'm going to probably hide in the bushes somewhere where you can see when they fly through. Like, this car's coming up at a pretty good pitch. As you can see, these been hit before. There's one missing. The only reason why they put those up there because their cars were going into the buildings. So this one's missing a pole altogether. That one's been hit. That one's been hit too. It says move. So there should be a stop sign right there for the cars coming this way. It should be, but it's not. There's no stop bar. There's no crosswalk. This is right at Marcella and Ritchie Street in Roxbury. Not too far from Jackson Square. So just gonna hang out here and record a little bit of video and see what we see. See who speeds through, who stops. Like I said, this is like around 12. It's like 12:30 in the afternoon, so it's not that busy. But if you wait until like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon when everybody's trying to go home from work, it's when it gets a little bit more busier. A lot of these cars don't even stop anyway. See that? They just keep going. Almost met with that truck over there too. Yeah, straight through. Not even a stop. At least he stopped a little bit. If you notice, nobody's really stopping. See, if they would have had a stop sign, then those cars wouldn't be doing that to the other cars. There's no markings on these grounds whatsoever. And the other most important thing, this is a live driveway. What I'm next to. If a car was to come out of here and hit a car for not stopping, I wonder who'll be at fault.
Anyone from the best team monitoring, come up to channel 2. Boston Ops, all channels, 1240 out.
She's probably the only one who actually did a real complete stop. That was like the first car that did an actual stop. She actually waited for the rock back of the vehicle. That's the professional way of stopping. When you stop, the car's supposed to rock back before you proceed going. And so far, I haven't seen too many people do a full stop. Everybody's just doing like a rolling, a slow roll. That's not even a rolling stop. That's like a slow roll. She went straight through, not even thinking about stopping. And that's very important, because if you have a stop sign, you're supposed to theoretically stop. I know people don't want to stop, but that van is the second one that actually did a full stop. And that car that's parked right by the stop sign over there, that's where the handicap ramp should be, right there. It should be right, one should be on this side, right where those two poles are, and one should lead over right next to that pole right there. That's like the shortest distance to cross the street without, you don't want to have them cross a long distance. You want them to cross the shortest distance possible.
Double check that address along with the one. Yep, I'll double check the alarm company.
Nobody stops at these stop signs at all. Yeah, almost hit that truck. He had no choice to stop, because if he didn't stop, that truck probably would have hit him. Yeah, that car is too close to the intersection too. Not supposed to be that close to the intersection.
Charlie 111, transfer them, please. Check it 10. Give me a minute. I think the callback that tells me to put it as the AAA. So give me a minute. Yeah.
You guys be the judge. How many people are actually stopping for the stop sign? Now what I gotta add in here, people tell me to add this in there. If you guys feel that this is not right and it should be corrected, feel free to call. If you're in the Boston area, 311. If you're not in the Boston area, call 617-635-4000. Or you can call 617-635-4500. And voice your concerns about Marcella in Ritchie Street in Roxbury. Those intersections alone, they should be able to know exactly what you're talking about. And keep in mind, this is a playground not too far from where we...
When you get a chance, can you call me? Okay, I'm up on 17. Give me a few minutes.
He actually stopped, but he's not able to stop the correct way because that car's in the way. And like I was saying, there's a playground where kids play less than 100 yards. Right over in that field over there. You probably can see it if I zoom in. Alright guys, see if I can zoom in over there so you can see the playground over there. It's like a baseball field. It's a tennis court slash basketball court over there. And further down there's a playground with some swings and stuff over there.
It's going to be 212-026-917.
Yeah, thanks guys.
She won't be back to June something.
So now she has to use somebody's private ramp to cross the street. And she has to walk all the way down to that ramp to get on the sidewalk. Tell me what kind of sense that makes. Well, she's gonna hop onto the sidewalk there. But there should be a ramp there. There should be a ramp somewhere in there for her to get on that sidewalk. She shouldn't have to go all the way down there to get on the ramp. Now, if you don't see nothing wrong with that picture, then something's wrong with you. No crosswalk at all.
Good to them, and the phone number she put in for the alarm company was no good either. So I'm gonna preempt from it.
Yep.
Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I just wanna show you one of many things that goes on in the city. So you have an idea, like, and this is for you who have never been to this area, so you get an idea what this area is like. But like right from here, I can see Center Street in Jamaica Plain. If I zoom in like right over there, that's Center Street, right where Jackson Square is. That's the Bromley Heath housing development right there. So just kind of give you a perspective of where we actually are. She actually stopped too. Like, there's a few people that actually do stop. Some stop because they have to stop. Alright guys, Nez Porter. I'll catch you on the next one.